Welcome to WBG, which board game should I buy? Today we're talking about whether or not you should buy Century Golem Edition. Century Golem Edition is for ages 8 and up, 2 to 5 players, and takes about 30 to 35 minutes. Century Golem, I would consider it a super light Euro game. It comes in 2 different editions. There's Century Golem Edition. The original is actually Century Spice Road, which you're trading spices. It has wooden cubes. This one is just so beautiful. I couldn't pass up buying it instead. I also bought this playmat that you'll be seeing as I show you some of the game. It doesn't come with a playmat. You actually just lay the cards out on the table, but I really liked the playmat to go with it. It just makes it a much nicer presentation, and it's just easier to pick up the cards with a mat. I was debating whether to get Century Golem or Century Spice Road. They just came out with a new Century game that's a standalone game, but it does go along with Century Spice Road. And I'm hoping that they'll make a game to go along with Century Golem as well. So you might want to get Century Spice Road if you're thinking of buying the new Century game, because you can actually put them together. So just so you are aware of that. On your turn of playing Century, you can do 4 things. You can play a card and do what it says. For example, get 2 gems or trade up gems. You can get an upgrade card. You can buy a card and try and get points. Or you can pick up your hand so that you can replay your cards again. The turns go really fast, and the idea of the game is to get the most points by the end of the game. Why would you buy this game? It's a really fun strategy, figuring out how you can buy these cards. How can you get those gems that are on that card to get those points? So I love the strategy of it, and it's really simple and easy to teach to people because there are only 4 things you can do, and the goal is really simple to understand. So it's a really easy game, and I just love the components of this. Why shouldn't you buy Century Golem or Century Spice Road? I can't think of any reason. This game is in our Essentials line, so it's a game that you should just have, or it's one of the first ones you should buy. A lot of people compare it to Splendor. It's kind of the same idea where you're laying down a bunch of cards and you're picking up a card, deciding what cards to pick up and collecting things so that you can get the higher point cards. So in that respect, it's like Splendor. Which one do I like better? I'd say I like Century better, but I think they're different enough to own both. You might want to try both before you buy them and see which one you like best. But I have both, and I'm keeping them both because I like them, and they are different strategies and different gameplay. And I hope that helps you decide whether or not you should buy Century Spice Road or Century Golem.